Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Murdoch DeFi YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Gates of Heaven. This is another auto staking, auto compounding protocol offering a 99,999.6% fixed APY. Rebases every 15 minutes, 96 times per day. This is a protocol that has not launched yet. So you still have time to be able to potentially jump into the pre-sale. I think you just need to join their Discord to be able to learn exactly how you can be able to take advantage of that pre-sale if you wanted to do so. Of course, anything that we talk about here on the channel is not financial advice. And not because I don't say that because of like legal issues. It's just really shitty advice to like really bad practice to just watch a YouTube video, not go further than that and do any of your own research. So I do like to put that out there for you guys, a little disclaimer. Also, before we jump into today's video about Gates of Heaven, if you could please hit the like button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. Sub to the channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure to hit the notification bell down below. Also, there's going to be a link in the description. It'll be the first link, and that's going to take you to the premium group landing page. That's where you can view the laundry list of benefits that you could potentially take advantage of when signing up for that premium Discord. So what we're going to be doing in today's video, obviously, we're going to go through Gates of Heaven's website here. I also want to take a firsthand look at their documentation here. They are also audited by Solid Proof. So lots of cool stuff coming from the Gates of Heaven, right? So most stable, a fixed APY, 99,999.6%. Low risk with the Heaven Insurance Fund. They have interest that gets paid out every 15 minutes or 96 times per day. And I was just looking through a lot more of their stuff. And they're actually getting ready to also, while they launch this auto staking protocol, they're going to be including the addition of like a baked beans fork. And I don't quite know how they're going to incorporate the two or what their plans are around that, but it's definitely could be very, very interesting to see how that would potentially work out. But definitely join their Discord to find out a little bit more information on what all of that stuff looks like. So they know that they have some other things in their roadmap, kind of like casino type stuff or play to earn game, something like that. But we'll take a look at that. So you can see GOH provides a decentralized financial asset which rewards users with a sustainable fixed compound interest model through use of its own gap protocol, right? So it delivers rebases every 15 minutes, simply buy, hold, and earn. So this is similar to all of the other auto staking protocols where it's automatically rebasing these tokens directly in your wallet and compounding them for you. So it's very low barrier to entry in terms of like how hard or challenging it is to navigate this, right? Because you don't even have to connect to a dashboard. Just buy the tokens and you hold them in your wallet. So they have some of their tokenomics here. They have the pit of hell, where 2.5 to 3% of all GOH traded, the more that gets put into the fire, causing the pit of hell to grow in size, reducing the circulating supply and keeping the GOH protocol stable. It is auto compounding, so 3.5 to 4% of the trading fees return to the liquidity, ensuring GOH's increasing collateral value. They have their treasury, so 7% of the purchases and 7% of the sales go directly to the treasury, which supports the HIF. And then they have their HIF, right, which is their insurance fund. So we're pretty similar to seeing these in a lot of these types of protocols as of recently. But you're looking at 4 to 5% of the trading fees that are redirected to this Heaven Insurance Fund, which helps sustain essentially the rebase rewards, right? So that is their website. We can actually let me come back here because I do want to, they do have a link to their pre-sale. So you can be able to come check this out as well and determine if it's something that you want to get into. I know that they're going to be launching, I believe 24 hours after this the pre-sale ends. So definitely, you're going to want to, like I said, jump into their Discord and check out what they got going on. I believe that they are still a little bit small. We're looking, I think, about 615 people active in their Discord right now. So very, very early in terms of Gates of Heaven. But coming over to their documentation here, we're looking at it. And so this is positively rebasing a 0.0197187% rebase rate that gets paid out every 15 minutes. And we all know how these protocols work, but really I want to highlight a couple of things on their roadmap, right? Because this is very, very interesting. So releasing the Pit of Hell, they're going to release their BNB daily ROI miner. And again, I'm not sure 100% if this is going to be something that actively impacts the Gates of Heaven, like auto staking protocol, because just thinking about it, there's a bunch of different ways you could implement, both of the protocols to help sustain each other, right? So that's very interesting. Also, since these daily ROI miners are kind of hot right now, that might help them as well, in terms of like hype and how that goes, right? So they're looking at getting these numbers of followers into their community and having over 2,500 holders. They're then going to be releasing in phase 2 the Gates of Heaven lottery. And then coming in phase 3, they're going to be working on NFTs and making this casino, right? Everything that is gambled in the mini casino will be burned, right? So that is pretty cool. So working on the GOH DGen Casino, which I'm sure to jump in and play these types of games, you're going to have to use the GOH token, which then, as the protocol collects those, they're going to straight up burn those, right? Phase 4, you're looking at the God's Palace launch, and then also the GP drip network fork. So it looks like they're trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. That's obviously way down the road, when they have, or they hope to have over 5,000 investors by then. So very interesting in terms of the way that they're going about laying out their roadmap, right? Because, and here's one thing that I would think, as popularity starts to dwindle from these certain, like these BNB or these daily ROI miners, as we all know, like we typically see things tend to rotate in the crypto and DeFi, well, in the DeFi space, right? So, it was Olympus DAO forks, and then we had big, like these node projects coming about. That was kind of the hot thing. Then we had these play to earn games that was hot for a little bit, and then now we're moving on to drip forks and daily ROI stuff, and so this is all this stuff is basically cyclical. So I'm curious to see, like, if this roadmap changes based on what's popular at the time. I think that might be kind of a unique tactic to go after all, and building things out that overall help the protocol grow, or make sure it maintains its stability, right? So looking at the token here, of course, it is a BEP20 token. So it rewards holders with automatic passive interest payments every 15 minutes. Is GOH, or Gates of Heaven, just another Titano fork? Says, no, yes, we are forking off the Titano, but there has been many tokens that have already done that. The big difference between us and any other Titano fork is that we will not just be an auto staking coin forever, like every other single fork. We're going to have a lot of different use cases for our token that you can read up on the roadmap, right? So the biggest driver between us and Titano fork is that there isn't only one token, but two tokens, a casino and NFT play to earn game as well, which will make each one grow in value. So obviously they have, this all sounds good and well, but these, like, implementing these types of things are things that take time, right? So that this is very something to really think about as well. if you're going to build out a play to earn game and incorporate that into a Titano fork, or like a drip network fork, like those things are really stuff that like takes time to develop and put out there. So I'm curious to see how they're going to keep their community engaged. You know, if things don't go as planned when they initially launch the Titano fork, right? So that's going to be something to obviously look out for. But here are their GOH buy and sell fees. So you're looking at pretty lofty taxes, right? You're looking at 17% tax for buys, 19% taxes for sells, and we kind of went over, exactly. If we can go back to this homepage, how those broke down here in this tokenomics section, right? But as they compare, I guess they're not as high as some other ones, but still, like, just looking at it and jumping into a token, especially if you don't catch it right at launch, it becomes increasingly harder when you're looking at, 36% just in taxes, right? So you have to, you know what I mean? Like either you think that this token is going to go up in price, and that's how you're going to make your money, or you're hoping that it doesn't drop and you're going to stay in it for a little while. That way you can earn enough rebases to make up for that all that tax on the buy and sells, right? So very, very interesting. A couple different ways that you can play these types of protocols, right? So they got their pit of hell. We already know what that is. 2.5 to 3% of all traded tokens are burnt in the pit of hell. And again, this is a mechanism that is deflationary in nature, overall reducing the total supply, right? Which helps the price action, right? So why burn? A project burns its token to reduce the overall supply. Okay, like I just said, is deflationary. APY, again, this is all stuff that we went over. They do have this long-term interest cycle here, and it kind of gives you a breakdown after the first year, the following 6 months, and then following after that. So those rewards do decrease as time goes on. Each interest cycle is 15 minutes long, so you can see up to interest cycle 35,000. That is what the correlating, reward every epoch or every cycle, every 15 minutes is going to be, right? And then so on and so forth after the time continues on, right? They also have some more information as it pertains to their pre-sale here. So if you want to come check that out within their documentation, then you're definitely welcome to. I, of course, like I said, I will leave the link to their Discord. I imagine it's probably here on the site, but yeah, so it's here on the site. The website is gatesofheaven.finance. I will leave the links to all this stuff down below in the description. But I wanted to get your guys' opinion and how you feel about essentially like a Titano fork doing these other protocols or creating these additional protocols that help the underlying Titano fork in and of itself, right? It's kind of interesting. And I think that this will probably be something that catches on, and we'll probably see a lot of this stuff start happening, just because I think people are starting to understand that these Titano forks are not sustainable in and of themselves. So you have to find other ways outside to generate revenue for the protocol. That's just my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.